Welcome back to another edition of Project Dees Nutz. We've been off the air for a while. Monetary situations and perplexing problems have come about. So, I think it's been like a month. A month? Holy crap. I had to replace my dryer vent, which goes up the ceiling and out of the roof. And people say, well, who the hell does that? Oh, pretty much most people in Florida. But you'll see the terrible situations I was in. It's not very long. It's not a lot of stuff. But there's some good info in there. So if anybody in Florida is watching this and they want to replace their dryer vent, I've figured out all the problems before they could even happen to you. And you can do it yourself. Only took me 3 weeks. I killed myself. So without further ado, let's get to the video. This is what I'm dealing with. So I have to put these 2x2s on here before I can put the plywood across in the 2x4s. Before I can cut that off, before I can get to the dryer vent. Alright, so I built this platform here so that I could step through this opening to get in, and then put 2x2s all the way across on top of the 2x6 joists. Actually, they're not even 2x6 joists, they're 2x4 joists. So now they're 2x6. I put a 2x2 on top of it, and then I put 2x4s in between every 16 inches. So now I can use the thinner plywood, and it's nice. And then I cut out five of these roof lattices, or whatever you want to call them, roofing boards, and there's the vent. And not only is it smashed, but there's no way to connect it to the vent that's on the roof. So that's going to be a fun project to figure out. We had to do laundry, so I didn't have time to do anything. I just did a temporary fix for now. The black is the rubber spray that as advertised on TV. So I sprayed that on there yesterday, and it's nice and dry. Gave the tape a great place to glue to. There we go. And then this is that pipe that they smashed, and that's where we're at now. So tomorrow, she's doing laundry today, so tomorrow I'll rip out the pipe and redo everything the correct way. Alright, I'm going to, I need some more storage, so I'm going to do some storage up here, but I had to show you this. This is how stupid people are. Yeah, put that nail right through that piece of wire. I can't believe the breaker's not tripping all the time. Unbelievable. Mom always said, stupid is as stupid does. Supports have been laid. I reran the wires going through the joist here. And now it's time to lay the floor. And I will have to deal with this wiring on the weekend. Okay, there you go. The floor is in. Now it's time to attack the vent. Plywood prices have skyrocketed. 2 pieces of plywood was like $70, and it was the crap what stuff. So in this last section here, I had to piece it together because I used the old stuff. So it works. It's a floor. It's storage. So here we are, day of installation. I got my piece all lined up there. And then I thought to myself, well, how am I going to lower that down? I had to build my tubes into 4-foot sections. And I wrapped in insulation. And I was like, how am I going to join these? I've got no pressure to push the pipes together. So I came up with this idea. Took a 2x4, tied a knot in it. And then I'm going to hang the rope from those 2 screws over the hole. And then I'll be able to pull the rope tight and drop it down slowly. And that, when I get to my junction point where I'm putting the 2 pipes together, I'll just tie it off, and then I'll have 2 hands free to work and tape. Let's see if that works. So this is working much better. I cut the pieces back down to 2-foot size. So now I've got plenty of space to work with. I hang the first rung, and then this will go right into there. I can push it down, snug it up, tape it up, slide the insulation down, move on to the next piece. I'll be done before you know it. It's up to 90. It was 70 when I first came up here. In about a matter of an hour, it's now 90. Okay, so now here's the tricky part. I gotta put this on. And the way I designed it was, oh, that took a big hit. Oops. No, it's okay. I've attached it, put my tape around it. Now I'll put the last piece of insulation around there. Okay, and then I'm going to put a piece of tape on there. Okay, and then as you can see, I put in this wood frame so that it fits this box, so that when I pull it out from the wall, when I pull the dryer back, it's not going to pull, because there's a lot of play in the wall here. Now is the tricky part. I gotta put this on because I gotta get it inside here, and then try to finagle that in. Yes. All right. You like Flynn? Who's that? Okay, now I'm going to put in my backing plate here. Hopefully that'll hold. The screws. Oh, I didn't want to do that. This is, I want to put it up more. There we go. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, it's in there. Okay, so we'll screw that on there, and then we can put the plywood up and screw that, or the drywall. Okay, got that in. Now we'll shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake. Come on, buddy. You got it, dude. There you have it. Sister sledge. Now we just drill this bad boy in. A little too far. I always go too far. Do the holes first. Don't need to be perfect because there's going to be a lot more plaster on top of this. I'm going to end up caulking around this hole because it's not that bad, but caulk will work better around a round surface for me. Alright, so in typical Dees Nutz fashion, I don't have any drywall tape, and I don't want to go buy a whole roll just for this. So I remembered I had some paint filters. I pulled the mesh out. That's what I'm going to fill these big holes, this big area with here. And then I cut the filter paper, and I'm going to soak that in water and then put that on there. Okie dokie? Okie dokie. Okay, so I got all that in. So now I got my paper wet. I'm going to put that over my crack. Put it over your crack. You know, Mr. Dees Nutz is all about the cheap and free, right? You know it. And I also think, I tend to think this paper is probably thinner than the other tape. The other kind. The other kind. Now that's on. Now I'm just going to take some of my plaster again. Go over the top of that. Again, doesn't have to be pretty, because this will be lightly sanded, and then the next step you go up to a bigger trowel, and you just keep working your way up and sanding in between. I think I got some chunkies in there. Oh boy. Good times. Finally got it in. Took me, this was supposed to be the easy part. It took me about almost an hour to finagle the way to get this in there. I didn't have to cut any pipes, which was a blessing. So now I'm just going to tape it up to seal it, and he's good to go. Oh, let's check the temperature. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 110 and 15% humidity, or 20% humidity. Yeah, awesome. Sweating my Kashubis off. Sweating those Coronas off, yo. There it is, the finito. I'm dripping like a stuck pig. It is done. This will kill. Welcome back to the Nut Ward. The Ward of Nuts. Nuts of Wards. The awards of nuts. And all that other sort of stuff. I got wasps in here. So that's it in a nutshell for the vent, except that the vent has led to another project, which is one of the last rooms I have to redo in the house, is the laundry room. So the next video is going to be a rehab of the laundry room. Unfortunately, we did not have any before pictures. I can't believe I took so many pictures of before when we moved into this place and ain't got one dang picture of the laundry room. So, an angel just got its wings. That goes way back. Anyways, this is the reason I've been off the air for over a month, is because these projects are just taking way too long to do. I do have a garbage pick wicker table rehab that'll be coming up. I'm going to remaster the mosaic table to put all the clips of the mosaic table build into one video. It was one of my more higher viewed videos because when we first started, I keep saying we, I got a mouse in my pocket. When I first started, I was just doing so many projects at once. I just blended them all together, and there was like 5 or 6 things. You never saw the end of one thing. And so the 54 people that watched the first video probably never saw the end of the beer cans. That's why we did that. The last video was on the beer cans. We remastered that one. So if you liked the beer can ones, go back and watch 43, because that is another remake of all the Michael Jackson. Gotta be starting something, got to be starting something, yeah, yeah. This is Corona talking. It's a hot day in Florida. So go back and watch that one. That was a pretty good one. I like the way I redid that. So, until then, like always, may God bless you. May He fill your house with blessings. Surround your children with protection, legions of angels, and bless you beyond your belief. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, adios.